Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd back again with more Dragon Age 2. Alright, we are now going to complete recruiting our companions. So, I had to do a little more. There's one companion where we are actually going to recruit, and I did a little bit more digging. So apparently we are encouraged to go rivalry with certain characters. Like, basically for Dragon Age 2, they wanted you to commit to certain behavior, and as such they're like, yeah, there's no real penalties for going negative. For going rivalry, because again, the idea is these companions are with you to the end. Like, unless for story reason elements, they will not leave you. So even if you side with one companion over the other, they're not, like, even if they don't approve of something, they won't just flat out leave. It's very akin to Mass Effect. Mass Effect's approach. Because in Mass Effect, regardless of whether you go Paragon or Renegade and what your companions might side with, they're not going to straight up leave you. With certain exceptions at story-driven elements that are very pivotal, and will be very weird if there wasn't like a moment where they could leave you. For example, Rex could. There's a whole situation with Rex in Mass Effect 1. But yeah, so but other than that, like, as long as you have enough influence with Rex, or as long as you have enough Paragon or Renegade, you can convince Rex, like, hey, look, man, you know me, like, we're buds, or like, at least you know what I'm all about. Do you really think this is a good idea? And you can talk him down, like. So, for the most part, it seems Dragon Age 2 is taking that approach, where, like, yeah, a companion might. It's not so much as, like, they hate you, but, like, they're like, come on, man. Like, they like you, but they will stick around because, like, you know, they want to make sure shit gets done.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What's a Shemlin?
Elven gibberish.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
There are others squatting in Kirkwall.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're Elven no more.
Also, you can even romance companions that you have a rivalry with. It just changes the dynamic slightly. But I do like the Elven. I do like the elves of Dragon Age. Always feel bad for them. The only question is, does my hawk want to be a complete dick to them?
The sooner I finish my business, the sooner I'll leave.
You have no business here.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marithari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Now, in Dragon Age Origins, I can't pause it. I have to wait. I should wait until
Marithari? I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. It has been a long, hard journey to this place. And it's far from over. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guards said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do. To my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belana, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child, made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
That seems a little odd.
It is her wish, and I must grant it. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
So, with the Dalish Elves, they really attempted to lean into this whole, like Celtic, accent and language sounding,
If the keeper wants you
system.
here, then be welcome.
Carl was a good mage, a good man. It goes against all Chantry law to make him tranquil.
And they've also gone through a drastic design.
To be a bull. And to run Atishan, stranger.
Now, their armor still bears semblance to that we saw
trained on you,
in Dragon Age Origins. Their shields have gone through a drastic change, as you can see. They've adopted a more like leaf design-esque for them. Their special wagons have also gone through a drastic redesign as well. Now, that being said, this game, Dragon Age 2, has a weird thing about quote-unquote, I'm going to use the term vehicles to describe boats and carts.
Wonders never cease.
Because look at the proportions of this. Now, this Dalish camp is quite small. I'm wondering if this is all the clan, or if some of the clan is somewhere else. And we only see like these bed rolls and a couple of crates, so there is not much. So it does make sense in terms of their size. But in Dragon Age Origins, the wagons that they used were quite larger. Like they could store a lot more material, and also the Dalish clan made tents. Like they actually used, you know, tents and whatnot, which is very strange given the climate that we're really seeing here. Like, look at all this. Like you would think they would set up tents.
At least it's not a hanging offense. You can do this. Be brave.
So it's just very curious.
Shemlin. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
It's not often we allow humans into our camp.
I am Master Islan, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of.
I don't need anything right now.
Of course.
So here we go. Okay, that's guilt, not gift. Boots of the Isolationists. Not bad.
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
We have some things to sell, actually. I keep forgetting that. Alright, so that's it. We have other usable items, accessories, armor, and of course weapons. And then junk. I'm tempted to just press sell all junk, but again, I'm not sure if junk is something like, oh yeah, it is considered junk, but there's some quests that need it. So I'm just going to quickly check that, folks, because I know some games have done that in the past, and it annoys the ever-living hell out of me. Okay. Dragon Age 2 junk. I just need to confirm that all this junk is actually useless. Junk can be looted from any kind of container, such as just the space media in the junk section of your inventory can be sold or destroyed. And then it gives me a list of the junk, their sell value, and their description, the junk that you can find throughout the DLC. Alright, here's something that's listed with tab. Okay, so even though that item has a special web page, it is still just junk and serves no purpose. Because I'm seeing some items with what's it called, a web page, and I'm like, oh no, different from it can be. Okay. Right. So, okay, junk... From all intents and purposes, from what I'm reading, junk is perfectly safe to sell. There we go. Again, I was just hesitant because, again, I've been in a situation in video games where I sell a junk, but then it turns out, oh yeah, by the way, you needed that. Yeah, sorry for not telling you. And I'm just like, oh. Alright, smuggler robes, and strappings. Yeah, we'll sell that. Oh yeah, I forgot we have these. We can't wear them yet. One more level. The band's back house door. Sir Wesley Shield. We're going to obviously hold on to that, and we're going to hold on to that weapon. The Bodice Ripper. We're going to keep members' original weapons. And there we go.
Dalish crafting is second.
So here we go. We need to really push points into cunning. It still does not have enough points yet to invest in that. So what's this? Tactical withdrawal. There's enemy stunned. Yeah. The ability to stun an enemy, very useful. And since you are basically going to be our healer, I want to heavily invest in you. Let's see. Glyph of Paralysis is the only option he can really take. Cancel, actually, home. Needs, yeah, that needs to be level 7. So that's level locked as opposed to perk locked. And that is also level locked. So with that in mind, it wouldn't hurt to increase his damage output just a smidge. So we'll give him some cold damage.
None, I assure you.
Alright, let's explore down this way just a quick bit before we continue the story.
Isabella, you never talk about the Mage's plight.
What's there to say?
There's plenty to say.
And you say enough for the lot of us, don't you think?
So you're telling me you have no opinion on the matter?
None whatsoever.
That can't be true.
No, I'm afraid I'm really this shallow.
Oh, and that reminds me, did I never outfit? Yes, I never outfitted him. So there we go. And in all fairness, I feel like it suits him. Okay, so this area is clearly meant for a quest later down the line. We just don't have it yet. It'd be great if someone had haste. Actually, no. I believe haste no longer has out of combat benefits. I believe now it's purely in combat benefits. Alright, so we have... can I talk to her about something else?
Merrill will guide you to...
No? Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
I get the feeling you...
The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawke.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
I miss the cold, and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Let's get this over with.
Destructive forces of nature coming up! Run while you can!
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
You don't know how good you've got it.
But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
I'm glad you decided to pitch in back there.
Oh! Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't sure I'd be much good. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
And you die! I'll deal with this!
What could go wrong climbing an ancient elven burial site? Nothing at all, I'm sure.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
The Dalish are one big happy family.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry. I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabel isn't known for her patience.
The mountain is home to a lot of terrible things. Remnants of a war long ago. Be on your guard.
I do like how, like, there are many items that are clearly unique, to the point where they're like, okay, we'll give them a codex entry. Now, obviously, there is a set bonus for items for complete item set. Ooh. But like it is white tier, so like it is common tier, so we do have to be mindful. And we now just got some silverite. We still have not been able to do any crafting yet. I'm gonna have to look into how exactly do we unlock it. I don't know how effective that rune is. It's really
Should I give it a go?
Now, what I do like about Dragon Age Inquisition... Okay, so clearly we're meant to come back here at a later point. But in Dragon Age Inquisition, you have the ability to press a button, and it will ping everything that you can, essentially pick up. And give me one sec, folks.
I can open the way forward. One moment.
That was a summoning. That takes blood magic. Are you crazy?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathan, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara. The endless dream, they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Okay, folks, so I did a little digging. So I apparently equipped my Rune of Fortune to one of the worst places. Yeah. At the moment, I'm only getting a 2% increase. Best place to equip it is in a companion. But yeah, I unfortunately really messed up. Like the worst place to equip it is in gloves, followed by boots, to then be followed by helmet, followed by shield, then last but not least, so its chest gear is at 5%, and then companion armors it is 10. So yeah, I actually have it in one of the worst slots, sadly. So after this quest, I'm gonna try and see about getting it transferred. So before we do that quest, let's go a little higher, shall we? Again, what's the point of rogues if they don't notice traps? Now, we are getting a lot of silver, I will admit that.
So, Isabella, you captained a ship.
I can't do that.
To handle, for you to command.
Well, aren't you just adorable, fumbling for a topic?
You say that like I'm harmless.
As harmless as a pup that will someday grow into its fangs.
We're gonna have to come back here at a later point for that
Sure.
chest.
Keep teasing. I'll show you how much of a pup I am.
I know. That's why I do it.
Okay. So clearly this is tied to another story moment later down the line. But for now, I really need to finish this quest, go back to Kirkwall, get the rune slotted into a companion. And there's a dog barking, which is seemingly setting off my dog. Oh boy.
You should never
altar, and I'll begin the rite.
Also, I forgot to activate their dog. Okay. The Arcane Horror dropped. Nice. 6 gold.
Aharin amalana salin. Emma ira au bella seviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Usanera narivas.
And here we are.
Friend of yours?
You speak the word as if it is cheap coin, meant for spending.
You don't know me.
Huh. I know your type.
Andarana Tishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
You were inside that amulet the entire time?
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
What are you? A spirit? An abomination? This is no magic I've ever seen.
And you would know of spirits and abominations.
I'm a mage. Of course I know of such things.
Of course. I am a fly in the ointment. I am a whisper in the shadows. I am also an old woman. More than that, you need not know.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
You should have told me what I would face.
Did I trick you? I asked you to bring the amulet, and you did. If I thought it such an easy task, I might have asked anyone. But you have succeeded where others would not.
You have plans, I take it?
Destiny awaits us both, dear boy. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
Are we going to regret bringing her here?
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashbelinar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Who do you think would win?
Now, I think this game does the same thing as in Dragon Age. Yeah, see, there you go, Return to Camp.
Maceranus' child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dale.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
If you think this is bad, you should see where I live.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You already know me. You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I think I can manage that.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though.
Okay, so we're going to replace Anders with Meryl. So let's take a look at her Dalish Pariah feat. Blood of the First, Wounds of the Past. So she's not much of a support caster, but again, we can... Oh wow, she doesn't have access to creation. She only has access to Arcane, Spirit, Primal. Wow, okay, so... That's a little bit... Oh, that's a little bit tricky. But okay. We can make do. Alright, let's go pause this game now. And this is it, folks. We have one more companion, two more companions to recruit, one DLC, one main story, and I will be off to collect him soon enough. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.